us, the fresh maker.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to.
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
What's up, Snake Pit? What's up to the 199? Welcome to CobraCast. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I'm happy to see all of you here tonight. We're a little early because I've got Mario Kart tonight. That's right. I listen to the people. That's how we are around here. We listen to the people, and the people want Mario Kart back. So Mario Kart is happening tonight, and I will be there along with Team G&G, and it's going to be fun. But before Mario Kart, we got CobraCast, and there's a lot to talk about. There is a freaking meltdown from Alec Baldwin that we're going to watch this like soon because this just happened. Someone confronted Alec Baldwin. It looked like at like a restaurant or a coffee shop or something like that, and man, that dude is evil, all right? It's really funny. It'd be funny if we have Alec Baldwin's finger here when we react to that. I guess we will see. But, yes, good to see all of you here tonight. And we are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Mark Hamill losing his mind on Twitter. We're going to talk about, what's the guy from Reacher, Alan Richson. He has completely stepped in it and gotten a massive amount of backlash for his anti-Trump comments. And then his movie bombed at the box office, hilariously. And then we've got Sydney Sweeney made a post over on Instagram, which is pretty damn awesome, that's for sure. But let's see. Alec Baldwin's finger never misses, has 200% accuracy. I agree completely. But let's see who all we got up in here so far. We've got Sam says the best Super Mario World Super Nintendo video game enemies. Off the top of my head, Chargin' Chuck, I believe that was his first appearance in Super Mario World. And what was that thing? The dinosaur looking thing that like was in the lava. Blarg, was that his name? The Blarg was cool. So I would have to say those were the two that stands out to me off the top of my head. But yeah, Super Mario World, probably the greatest game ever made. At least it's in the top 5 for sure. Let's see. Mikey Mofo J Lag says, bro, I know we retired the beard of shame, but not if, but when Trump wins, can we get a beard of shame for Biden? That will be so worth it. 1,000%. 1,000%. All right, that will happen. All right, it will 1,000% happen. Let's see here. That's a good one. I'm glad. That's good. That's a good call out right there. Shaved Beardo. Oh God, that profile picture with a gifted membership. Thank you. Get Woke Go Broke says KCUF Mark Hamill. Thank you, Mark Hamill. We're gonna talk about it, and I got a. Man, my response to Mark Hamill has like last I looked, it had like 5,000 likes. So yeah, Mark Hamill is a psychopath. Love Dog says, Alec Baldwin, a meltdown? No, surely you jest. Yeah, you know what? I don't even want to waste time on this. I want to show all of you this meltdown, and I will replay it a little bit later once everyone else gets in here. But this is too good. It's too good to not check out. So right here, let me there we go. Okay, here we go. So this is Alec Baldwin, okay? And he's having a tough day. He's having a tough time, all right? So let's see what Alec Baldwin's up to right now. This is so good, dude. This is so good. Just listen, chat. You're going to love this, okay? There's one point in this video where Alec Baldwin looks at the person recording him, and if he had a gun, it would not have been a good situation, okay? Listen to this.
Alec, can you please say free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec? No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin. Free Palestine, Alec, just one time.
Look at that. That look. He was ready. If he had a gun, it would be over. Look at that look. If he had a gun, it would be over.
And I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I swear. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's a criminal. You know he's a fucking criminal. Come on, Alec. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. Just one time. Please. And I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. Fuck Israel. Fuck Zionism. Please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Oh, Alec Baldwin attacks. Alec Baldwin attacks. Holy shit, dude. Alec Baldwin attacks. Is that not the greatest thing you've ever seen? One more time. Well, it's worth watching in its entirety without me interrupting. Here we go.
Alec, can you please say free Palestine one time? Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec? No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin. Free Palestine, Alec, just one time. And I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I swear. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's a criminal. You know he's a fucking criminal. Come on, Alec. Just say free Palestine one time. One time. Just one time. Please. And I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. Fuck Israel. Fuck Zionism. Please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Alec, can you...
Oh, man. And I love how... And again, I don't want to shame the employee necessarily because he could be doing what the company is requiring him. But although I would be hard pressed to think that there's still a fucking company that's forcing that. But I guess in these blue areas, there probably is some company that's forcing that. But Yeah, so it looks like a fucking clown. Looks like a clown in the mask. By the way, Alec Baldwin's finger shows up in the chat. It says, but did his finger misbehave? What's up, ABF, who don't miss? What's up, brother? How the hell are you? Yeah, so, yeah, that was wild. Just watching Alec Baldwin just melt down. It's so good. It's so good. I love seeing these Hollywood weirdos. Hollywood weirdos are breaking down right before our very eyes right now. Whether it's Alec Baldwin, whether it's Alan Richson, whether it's Mark Hamill, they are all just breaking down right before our very eyes. And it is absolutely fantastic to witness. Let's see who all else is here before we really get started. There's ABF with that 50 and says, Christian Rocker says, DM'd you something you need to check out. Everyone needs to hear about it. Noted. I will check it out. Alexander says, Alec Baldwin assaults another woman. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic vs. Knox says, screw the Free Palestine people and Alec Baldwin, but this is funny. I'm all for shaming Alec Baldwin, and I'm for decking Free Palestine people. Yeah, it's a woke on woke crime. It's essentially what it is. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure says, these Palestinian supporters got me rooting for Alec Baldwin, LOL. Michael says, MAGA-hating Alan Richson caused Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare to bomb at the box office, unfortunately. Yeah, and like, again, I've known that this guy, again, I don't really, like, I just accept that Hollywood people hate my guts and disagree with me on everything. That's fine. I just accept that. It is what it is. And I've known that this Alan Richson guy, like a lot of people like the show Reacher, and I've known that he's kind of like a leftist lunatic. He's always been that way. But yeah, he took it to the next level with his comments. And now his movie that came out this past weekend absolutely tanked at the box office. Did his words have any impact on that? I'm sure it had some, for sure. But it is funny to kind of build that narrative around the fact that you have a failed movie after you attacked MAGA and Donald Trump. So yeah, you kind of get what you deserve. So again, these Hollywood weirdos are losing their minds, and it is absolutely glorious to witness. And I personally am here for it. I am here for it, to watch it continue to fall apart on all of them. As a matter of fact, it's right here is the clip right here. MAGA-hating Alan Richson bombs at box office. Ungentlemanly Warfare, let's see, debuts in 4th place with $9 million. And so, yeah, man, I love to see this happen, and you get what you deserve. At the end of the day, Alan Richson has definitely built a very conservative fan base, for sure, with his performance on Reacher. Much how like Kevin Costner, a lot of people became fans of Kevin Costner because of Yellowstone, even though Kevin Costner's a psychopathic leftist lunatic. The same thing kind of happened with Alan Richson, where people became fans because of the character or the show that these guys were playing in. And this is where people have to, like, well, I mean, you don't have to, but I'm saying, like, don't think that because they're playing a character on TV that they're suddenly going to be agreeing with you. I talked about this recently. I just watched, Breaking Bad again. It's like the 3rd time I think I've watched Breaking Bad all the way through. One of the greatest TV shows of all time, and Bryan Cranston gives one of the greatest performances of all time. Bryan Cranston is a psychopathic leftist. That is a fact. It doesn't change my opinion of the show and my enjoyment of the show, but he is a crazy leftist. He just is. And Alan Richson is a crazy leftist. He just is. So just keep that in mind. Again, with with Kevin Costner, a lot of people really were big fans of Kevin Costner. I mean, I've always liked Kevin Costner as an actor, for sure. No doubt about that. But now we have someone else that I think a few people are fans of, and that would be one Sydney Sweeney. So with all the crazy lunatics over on social media losing their minds, Sydney Sweeney is over on Instagram posting this right here. Sorry for having great tits. Can we get a round of applause for Sydney Sweeney in the chat? Round of applause for Sydney Sweeney. This is how you respect women right here. I went and looked because I saw this picture going around, and I'm like, there's no way that's real. It is real. I went and looked at Sydney Sweeney's Instagram, and that picture is real. So Sydney Sweeney, sorry for having great tits. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, I think everybody is, gonna laugh at that for her, at least just having some self-awareness. But yeah, man. So nothing to apologize for. Well, I agree with that. But yeah, so that's going on. And then, of course, so you got Mark Hamill, you got Alan Richson, and you've got Alec Baldwin, who's assaulting people. But the big story here, is this tweet right here from Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill says this right here. Mark Hamill says, Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had. Mark Hamill, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Hamill. This is the guy that a lot of people were defending just recently because of, the whole thing with Gary and responding to Mark Hamill about the fact that he wanted to abort his granddaughter. And, of course, the mother magically appeared on social media and requested that Gary stop. And Gary respected those wishes. Not really anything you can do in that situation. But so a lot of people were like, oh, I feel so bad for Mark because some YouTuber is telling him that he should be a better grandfather. Gary never attacked his granddaughter. He never said anything negative about his granddaughter. He simply was saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't have aborted or attempted to abort your granddaughter. And on top of that, the mother is the one that went to the mainstream media to tell the story. And yes, while it might have been X amount of years ago or whatever, it still was a story that she decided to go to the mainstream outlets and make everyone aware of the family problems. And so, but with that said, yeah, if you defended Mark Hamill, that's on you. Mark Hamill is literally one of the worst people in Hollywood, one of the most vile people you will ever see, a completely disgusting psychopath. And I know a lot of people might think that this tweet is so bad that it may be just Mark tweeting. This ain't Mark. He's not trolling. He is not trolling with this tweet. He means every fucking word that comes out of his mouth. And the reason he thinks Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had is because he's not Trump. Because Mark Hamill is so lost in his TDS that in his mind, in his warped mind, Joe Biden automatically is the best because he's not Donald Trump. That is how TDS works. That's how TDS operates. That is how it is. If you've paid attention to any of these psychopaths on the left, this is how they operate. They will literally take anything as long as it's not Trump. They will take anybody that isn't Trump, they will accept it. So, yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So I responded, Mark Hamill all day on Twitter. Man, it's got 6,700 likes now. And so Mark Hamill all day on Twitter. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I post a bunch of dumb shit? That's Mark Hamill for you right there. I also tweeted this. Didn't I tweet something out about this? Yeah, I quote tweeted it, and I said, Mark Hamill's Twitter account has done more damage to Star Wars than Disney. And I 1,000% stand by that. Mark Hamill's Twitter account 1,000% has done, like, at least with Disney Star Wars, at least I could watch it. I'm sorry, at least I could go back and watch the original trilogy and separate Disney Star Wars. Like, I can't go back now and just fully appreciate the original trilogy anymore because Mark Hamill has stained my opinion of it. Because it's one thing to know that they have different opinions, a la Bryan Cranston. It's another thing for their entire online identity to be what Mark Hamill's is. And Mark Hamill's entire online identity is to tell you how much he hates you for supporting Trump and how much he hates Donald Trump and how much he hates the United States of America. And that's truly the most damning thing that has happened. Because that's all I know Mark Hamill for. Because let's just be real. I mean, Mark Hamill he's not really a star. He's known for Luke Skywalker first and foremost. He's also known for being the Joker in the Batman the Anime series. He was fantastic in that role, by the way. but it's not like he's a real movie star. It's not like Mark Hamill is Harrison Ford. It's not like he's Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? He's not a real movie star. He's just a guy who got lucky and was Luke Skywalker and became an icon for millions and millions of fans because of that. But without him being Luke Skywalker, he's kind of nothing. He's kind of nothing. And so now all he's really known for is a person that has a severe case of TDS. That's it. So that's him right there. And he's a piece of garbage. And yeah, this whole thing is just funny to watch this all play out. But he's catching some hell on this tweet. I mean, right now it's got 20,000 likes. It's got 11,000 comments. So that means that the ratio is starting to creep in on him. And time will tell. Time will tell. But again, Hollywood weirdos are breaking down right before our very eyes. And this is all because the Trump trial is going on. And I think that they're realizing that there's nothing that they can do to stop Trump. They've tried everything. They're trying everything. In fact, we've got this story right here. Let me show you guys. So with all the stuff going on, then you have this come out right here. Donald Trump set to receive $1.25 billion of Trump media stock in Donald J. Trump earnout bonus. So Trump is set to earn so they're trying to break Donald Trump. They're trying to bankrupt him so that he cannot run for president. That's what they're trying to do. And all that happens is that Trump continues to become more and more and more successful. No matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, no matter how many things they throw at him, they can't fucking stop him. Again, we will never, ever, ever witness something like we are witnessing under Donald Trump. We will never witness anything like it. Again, go back to 2016. 2016, Trump ran against 3 political dynasties. He ran against the Clinton crime family, the Bush crime family, the Obama transgender family. He ran against Democrats. He ran against most Republicans. He ran against the mainstream media. He ran against big tech. He ran against Hollywood. And he defeated all of them. He defeated all of them. That is unheard of. That's not possible. It's not possible for someone to do that. Yet he did it. And of course, Empire Strikes Back in 2020, right? So the Empire Strikes Back, you know, and they got the best of him with their devious tactics, and they thought that he would go away, and he didn't go away. They've tried to throw everything at him. They've thrown lawsuits at him. They've thrown indictments at him. They've thrown arrests at him. They've attacked his family. They've attacked his businesses. They've done everything in their power, and the man is still standing strong in his late 70s, battling against them. And just when you think that they have something because of Letitia James and New York and the $500 million fine that ultimately got reduced, they thought that they had something, and now here comes Trump out of nowhere, set to get $1.25 billion. Absolutely insane. I mean, it is a wild, wild run, and we're never going to see anything like that again. It's never going to happen. But we have got some words from one Alina Habba. If anyone's interested to hear what Alina Habba has to say, is anyone interested to hear what Alina Habba has to say about all of this? I'm sure the chat's interested to hear what Alina Habba has to say. So let's let me fix this. All right, here we go. So let's hear what Alina Habba has to say about all this nonsense.
He should not have 2 teams of lawyers here today. He should not even be here today because he did nothing wrong. It is the epitome of a witch hunt. I just left where a judge asked us whether our cash bond, cash sitting in. Miss James wanted to argue and say that our cash somehow isn't green enough. We wasted time. The judge made a comment saying he thought that money market accounts could go down under the amount. He doesn't even understand basic principles of finance. But this was the man that decided that we owed money and my client committed fraud. We are going to attack every single one. 1 hour, the attorney general and that judge realized quickly that they had no idea what they were talking about. We came to an agreement that everything would be the same. We would modify terms, and that was it. This is where your taxpaying dollars are going, America. Right here. Witch hunt after witch hunt. President Trump's company was worth more in that case than it is now. And now what? We're here because of something that happened when he was in the White House that wasn't even wrong. It was not wrong. You hire lawyers to solve problems, lawyers solve those problems, you pay them. That's it. This is a joke. It's an affront to the American Constitution. It's an affront to our judicial system, and it's an affront to every lawyer that cares about their license, that cares about what is right and wrong. I am sick of coming in front of the press and saying this, but you have to, because you people need to understand what is going on. God forbid you put an accounting thing in for legal counsel. It's legal counsel. And now our taxpayer dollars, my time, our attorney's fees, are all here because they're afraid of 2024. And you know what? They should be, because the American people are not stupid. They see what's going on. Thank you.
Woo, she is a badass. Dude, that last part was fire. We got to listen to that last part one more time.
God forbid you put an accounting thing in for legal counsel. It's legal counsel. And now our taxpayer dollars, my time, our attorney's fees, are all here because they're afraid of 2024. And you know what? They should be, because the American people are not stupid. They see what's going on. Thank you.
Ooh, she is pissed, and she should be. Again, man, like, I don't know how anybody can actually look at this situation and feel comfortable about what's going on. Like, it's downright scary. It's downright scary. A former president of the United States of America and the front runner to become the next president is having to deal with all of this. He's having to deal with all of this. It's unbelievable. It's not right. It's not right at all. And there's this video from Valuetainment that I want us to check out really quick, because it is hard to imagine that Trump could be in prison before the election. It's hard to imagine, but it's also hard to imagine that we're even at the point we're at. So I want to listen to this clip right here from Valuetainment. Before we do that, let me catch up a little bit with the chat, see what everybody's talking about. Let's see here. Got that one. Michael says, I got that one. Lower Lips Liquor says Alec Baldwin didn't miss. Beardo's Nemesis John Morrow says, I got Jay good this morning. I'll have to check that out, and I'll be on daily tomorrow. Blabs the Tower Tart says you should look up the Alan Ritchson Mojito song. I saw somebody playing that. It's so cringe. Adam1137 says Woke Wars Episode 5, Alec Baldwin Strikes Back. Clutch City fan Mark Hamill has really made me dislike him as a human being. Marlo says Mike Johnson for Beard, Alex Jones, and MTG clip on 90B for War 199. I think I saw that clip going around with Alex Jones and Marjorie Taylor Greene. McCawk says, have you ever heard Kennedy's sister talk about they have the same voice? I have not. I don't think I've heard of her. What's up, Willie Will in the house? Fantastic Mr. Knox says all these rich elites who say they hate the USA sure do like making money, love living in gated communities and feeling safe with their security in the USA. Yeah, exactly. McCawk says the ladies love Alec Baldwin's finger because he doesn't miss the lady Bing. And Shade Video says you got your puppet. Yes, dude, that's real power. Less than like a day or two after requesting that I get a puppet made about me, I got it. I saw it over on Alyssa Clip's channel. And I commented on it, and so hail to Alyssa Clips, and but thank you for clipping that out. So if you guys want to see the puppet show, it was okay, it was fine. I was like, man, like you could, there's so much more material with me that you can make fun of. Ultimately 1-800-DANKY does a far better job of making fun of me, but I will say that I gotta admit, I think they're probably a fan. The people that make the puppets, I think they're a fan because you turned around that one quick, like quick. I was like, that is power. That is power, boys, right there. So I have the power to influence people on a different level, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, it was funny though. And so essentially the whole thing is that I'm reading off all my talking points, and I have to keep looking down to get my talking points. And then I'm talking about wokeness and all of that. And then it kind of shifts into when I start talking about the article on geeksandgamers.com about what happened with Gary's wife and all that stuff, and my hair starts turning into like SJW hair, and I turn into like a woman because they're saying I've become a cancel pig or something like that. And so yeah, but it was good. It was good. But Danky's the man. Danky's the man. The Drunken Sailor says, "What's up, brother?" and hail the chat. I am Trump 2024, but him defending that weak ass Mike Johnson pissed me off today. Trump does what he thinks is best to, I don't think that it's good. Honestly, I just don't think that Trump throwing shots at Mike Johnson is going to be good for the party right now. And ultimately, he needs to have unification within the party. And I think that he realizes that. Trump made it pretty clear who he wanted to be the Speaker of the House, and that didn't work out for whatever reason. But I think that Trump's looking at the bigger picture right now. And I think that's what he should be doing at this point in time. Okay, so we're caught up there. So I want to watch this from Valuetainment really quickly. So let's listen to this. This is a really good situation to think about. Like, again, it's real easy to think like there's no way Trump would actually go to prison, but you wouldn't think we're at the place we're at now either.
Right now it's what, April 16th today? Mm-hmm. We got how many more months left? 6.5 months, give or take. 29 weeks, 30 weeks to election. How crazy do you think this year's October surprises are going to be?
It's going to be whatever they need it to be. Look what's going on with these trials. Donald Trump was just convicted in New York of a crime where there was no victim and, and nobody accusing him. Right now,
he's convicted of a crime where there was no victim. Think about that. Think about that one more time. Donald Trump was convicted of a crime where there was no victim. This can't go on. Like, again, I've said this many times, man. At the end of the day, if America does not get Trump back in office in November, it's over. It's over. That is it. There's no coming back from that. Like, we are at that line right now. And clearly, you know this, I know this. Anybody with a working brain already knows this. Donald Trump is by far and away the people's president. He's the most popular person in this country, and it's not even close. And if you want to just get into just like Joe Biden versus Trump, there's no debate to be had. None. None whatsoever. But it's not about that. It's about how far the Democrats are willing to go. And that's the scary part. Occupant 42 over on Rumble says he was convicted of a crime when there was no crime. Exactly. Convicted of a crime where there was no crime, no victim. And the bank even said that they will be willing to work with him again because the deal worked out good for them. And they still convicted him.
He's being charged. He's in court on a case where they're using federal statutes. Yet both the Justice Department and the SEC said there's no there there. So the federal government has said there's no there there. So you've got a Democrat a DA who ran at a campaign platform that said, I'm going to get Donald Trump. And he's the darling of the far left getting Donald Trump. So they're going to try everything they can, including putting this man in prison if they have to before the elections. It's an unthinkable proposition what's happening in this country. But yeah, they're not going to take any prisoners.
You saw Bragg file's motion to hold Trump in contempt for alleged gag order violation, threatens 30 days of jail time.
Yeah. And because Donald Trump wants...
This just happened right now, yeah.
Because Donald Trump wants to respond to scurrilous attacks against him coming from the left. He has a right to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, as it's like the average American that's following all this, Brent, is slow. Because trust me, I'm in this camp. Not only just fed up and tired, I have lost all faith in any, and because we talk about, once in a while, me and Adam, another co-host, we're talking about the courts, and he's like, what do you mean? You mean the institution that I go, listen, if they could do this in New York, imagine what they're going to do anywhere else to anybody that's lesser than the ex-president of the United States.
That's what I've been saying. Like, it's hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that Like, what power do I have? What power do you have? What power does anybody have if the former president of the United States of America and the current front runner to become the next president can't overcome it?
Angers me. At the same time, it's like I don't trust. It makes the trust for the system even lesser than it was the day before, and it's not getting better because if we're seeing it live, everybody knows, but nobody can really say anything because everybody's like, well, because the left loves it. The left is like, the Stormy Daniels, the hush money, they actually believe that this place is worth $15 million. 18 million. I'm sorry.
They couldn't win. They can't win the war of public opinion.
Right.
With what I just gave you. If the conversation had to do with the issues that the American people care about, and I just gave you those issues, they don't care about climate change. They don't care about abortion. They care about these pocketbook issues. If you had a conversation about that, and I can tell you, these issues are being completely, we've been talking about big tech, but don't let the media, the news media, off the hook on this. They're doing the kibosh on anything that will give.
Jessica says, by the way, my Bridge article is up on the site. Shout out to Hayden for helping me with gathering the info. Shout out to you, Jessica, and to Hayden.
They did throughout Trump's administration. Think about this for a second. The coverage of Trump was 90.5% negative for 4 years. It's already started. It's already at 90%. So what does it do when it's 90.5%? It's 90.5% attacks on you, but it only allows for 9.5% to tell your successes.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. That, again, it goes back to what I just said about 2016 and how what he's accomplished is just not, it's not possible, but yet he's done it. It's not possible for him to overcome the most powerful, evil people in the world, and that's what he's done. But not only that, all those powerful, evil people had all the money in the world. They had all the influence in the world. They had the media on their side. They had big tech on their side. They had Hollywood on their side, and he still beat all of them. So, of course, they were pissed in 2020. Of course, the empire was going to strike back in 2020. Of course, it was going to happen. And they're still striking back right now. And the MAGA king continues to stand against all of it.
So his stories were never being told. How many people know that Donald Trump was recommended for 3 Nobel Peace Prizes?
Yeah. Not us.
No, they're just.
I want to show you 2 clips. Can you play this clip? 1 clip, and we'll wrap up. Go ahead, Rob. Watch this.
10:31, we got some news from inside the courtroom. Apparently, the district attorney's office has filed a written motion, so they have made it official to try and hold Donald Trump in contempt for violating the gag order that was put onto him by the judge. Well, I guess there were 3 allegations that the state made yesterday, and if the allegations hold up, Trump would be fined $1,000 for each violation.
That's right.
10:31.
Can you imagine? $100,000. No problem. I'll pay $100K.
So it's all PR. It's all PR.
It's all PR.
But they're doing it. And by the way, today, Bill Maher put the interview out with him and Katie Couric. And did you hear what she said about MAGA?
No.
You got to. Well, go ahead and watch this. Did you see this already or not? I think this is very interesting. Watch this. Go for it.
And I feel like, to your point, Bill, the socioeconomic disparities are a lot, and class resentment is a lot. And anti-intellectualism and elitism is what is driving many of these anti-establishment, which are Trump voters or anti-establishment voters. So I think that is a huge problem that we have to address. I mean, globalization and the transition from an industrial to a technological society. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been jealous of what someone else has or resentful. It is such a corroding and bitter, almost vile.
She's stoned. She's definitely stoned. She's in the basement. She's high.
You know what she's saying is anybody that's a Trump voter is anti-intellectual. In other words.
Yes, that's how they try to dismiss. That's how you try to dismiss someone that has any type of real influence, you try to just dismiss them with well, they're just not smart, or they're misinformed, or they're low IQ, or whatever. That's a classic case of trying to do that.
Words, you are dumb, is what she called you.
And deplorable.
You are deplorable. But look, you don't get much more elitist. Than that man
pretentious and elitist.
Has to. And by the way, the idea of class resentment, that's been a signature of the far left since the beginning of time. That's not been a conservative MAGA position. That's been Katie Couric's position and her side the whole time. So she's somewhere between uber elitist and downright stupid in that comment.
Well, that's where she is, and we applaud her for it because that's the position she chooses to take.
These people are out of their minds. They're out of their minds. But it's not surprising. It's not surprising at all. So we're going to continue to follow it, call it out, and, just kind of like, I just can't believe that they haven't really figured out that their methods are not beneficial to their cause. But at the same time, when you constantly see that, you're like, maybe it's because they're not worried about it. Maybe it's because they know they don't actually need to worry about convincing the masses to agree with them because they have another plan. And we all saw what happened in 2020. Maybe that's what's going on. You never know. Jared Armstrong says, listen, you should check out the Weirdos at Columbia. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that going on with Columbia. Disney Parkinator says, hail Jeremy, 3D Joe's is the website that has the G.I. Joe book. Also should make that movie about working in retail and lobster races, Trump 2024. Yeah, I would love to do that one day. Time will tell if we can actually get around to that. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, so the Daily Wire, that's another thing I want to talk about. The Daily Wire melting down. All right? The Daily Wire has just completely lost it. I have no idea how the hell the Daily Wire is just... I don't know why this is happening. I don't know what's going on with the Daily Wire people, but Jeremy Boring is very, very triggered by Tucker Carlson. So Tucker Carlson made an appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast, and it kind of broke the internet, at least on platforms not YouTube, because... As a matter of fact, let me look. So let me look at this Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson. How many views does it have? It's only got 5.7 million views in 3 days. That is, something's up with that. Something's up with that because that doesn't make sense. I mean, again, is 5.7 million views a lot? It absolutely is, but not for Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan. That is 1,000%. 1,000% off base there. Something's up with that. I don't agree with that one at all. But anyway, so Tucker had a lot to say during the Joe Rogan podcast, and Jeremy Boring, the Daily Wire CEO, basically was subtweeting things, calling out Tucker without actually saying his name. And yeah, it's just a weird dynamic, and I don't know if Ben Shapiro's jumped in on this or not. I'm sure Ben Shapiro has had something to say about it, but I only saw Jeremy Boring's comments about it, and it didn't go over very well. It did not go over very well at all. Matter of fact, let me pull Jeremy Boring's tweets up if I can find them. I might have to go back a couple of... Man, Jeremy Boring tweets a lot these days. Oh, here's Ben Shapiro. Okay, so Jeremy Boring retweets Ben Shapiro to kind of back up his whole claim. So Patrick Bet David quote tweeted Jeremy Boring. Here we go right here. So, yeah, people who deny the moon landing or suggest America is evil for its use of atomic weapons against Imperial Japan or say that George Bush was behind 9/11 actually hate this country. He has basically been ratioed. You see, Lauren Chin has ratioed him nearly as well. Yeah, if you question the government, you hate your country. Okay, first of all, any defense of George W. Bush, I will not support in any way, shape, or form. George W. Bush is a evil fucking human being. All right? George W. Bush deserves no sympathy, no respect, and no benefit of the doubt in any way, shape, or form. I despise George Bush with every bone in my body. I have zero respect for George Bush. And so I am all for people questioning George Bush and labeling George Bush what he is. He is awful. So, yeah. Don't you dare question George Bush. You hate America. And there is, again, man, they all hate Trump. They're all against Donald Trump. So this was a subtweet, a direct response to Tucker Carlson on his appearance on the Joe Rogan show. And then it looks like we've got, so then, here's Patrick Bet David responding to it. And then I think Jeremy Boring responded to this. Right. So right here it is. Jeremy, isn't the entire premise of being a critical thinker to question things? Some of the best podcasters and influencers are those who ask questions no one else is asking. Being anti-establishment is to question the establishment's motive. No. And Boring responds and says, it is not critical thinking to say America never landed on the moon or that George W. Bush orchestrated the 9/11 attacks. It is a rejection of critical thinking. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the man. I mean, a lot of people had some problems with Daily Wire for a while. I've had some problems with them, mainly because of their DeSantis support. Because it was obvious to me that they weren't really focused on the right things, and they really were shilling hard for DeSantis, like really hard for DeSantis. And it was not even a question of not even offering an opportunity to say, you can't do anything, but if you don't support DeSantis, you hate America. And then, of course, I know they've fallen in line with Trump reluctantly, since DeSantis was one of the worst candidates in the history of the presidential race, because he walked in there with like 40 or 50% of the support, and he lost almost all of it because he was a horrible candidate. So, yeah, I started to lose faith in the Daily Wire at that point when the shilling for DeSantis started. There were some other things going on with the Daily Wire that were really kind of like, what the hell's going on? And ultimately, this whole Israel-Palestine situation has really been bad for Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro has been just unhinged, is the most polite thing I can say about Ben Shapiro over all of this. I mean, just completely unhinged. And my whole argument with this was, Ben, if you're so focused on Israel and being safe and having safety over there, then you should be supporting Donald Trump, who gave us historic peace over there. But, of course, Ben Shapiro doesn't want Donald Trump in office. He wants Ron DeSantis. But his number one topic is Israel. It makes no fucking sense. So, yeah, so this whole thing happened, and we know that Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro definitely have issues. They do not like each other. And I am a 1,000% team Tucker Carlson on that perspective. And so, yeah, so Ben Shapiro then, looks like I didn't know this, but so here's Shapiro right here. And, it says, no, America was not evil for dropping the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And no, just asking questions doesn't make you a critical thinker. Evaluating evidence, claims, and counterclaims does. Oh, is that what? So, Ben, remind me of this. Ben, didn't you say Donald Trump was a racist and a sexist in 2016 before, or maybe it was 2015 when he announced his run? You said Donald Trump is a racist and a sexist and a misogynist, correct? You did say that. That's on, there's video evidence of it. I've made a video on this channel where Ben Shapiro called Trump a racist, a sexist, and a misogynist. Interesting how you want to talk about, evaluating evidence and claims, counterclaims, but you had no problem calling Donald Trump a sexist, a racist, and a misogynist. And you didn't have any information. All you had was a bunch of screeching SJWs running their mouths. And so, again, I can't believe how far the Daily Wire has fallen. I really can't. I mean, it is wild how far they have fallen. And shockingly enough, Jeremy Boring still follows me even after all of my criticism. He still follows me. I wait every day for Jeremy Boring to follow and unfollow me and block me, but he still follows me. He may just have me muted at this point in time. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the latest with the Daily Wire. They're having a tough time over there. They're having a real tough time. And I don't really know why, but I'm okay with it. And I think that DeSantis broke them. I really think that their support of DeSantis, I really think that that broke them. I think it broke their brains because they were convinced that Ron DeSantis was going to be the nominee. They were 1,000% convinced that DeSantis is going to be the nominee, and it obviously didn't happen. What a wild kind of a turn of events it's been since then. Now, we do have, now that we're at peak viewership, I got to show the Alec Baldwin thing. But before I get to that, we got Hayden Wayne for 50. Says Jessica Lindstrom has an article up on Geeks and Gamers website that is a great overlook into Bridge and what it is. Thanks, Jessica, for picking this one up. And thank you, Hayden and Jessica. Appreciate both of you. Jessica's doing a great job over on the website, by the way, so shout out to her. And shout out to you, Hayden. Thank you for all the info. Chris has multiple choice. Let's see here. Jeremy, A, World War III in 2025. B, fortified election in November. Let's see. C, Temple, wet dream civil war. Or D, global financial collapse. Good Lord. What the fuck? How do I answer that, Chris? World War III in 2025. A fortified election in November. Temple, wet dream civil war. Or global financial collapse. I mean, personally, and I've already said this, I believe we're already in a civil war. I believe we're already in a civil war. I just don't believe it's the civil war that people are expecting. But the fact is Donald Trump is under arrest, and he's been arrested and he's been indicted 91. He's got 91 counts or something like that. If that doesn't define... And basically you are telling over half the country that your votes don't matter. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, I think we already are in a civil war. I firmly believe that. And thank you to Elon Musk again, because if Elon would not have bought Twitter, if Elon would not have bought Twitter, I don't know what everything looks like at this point in time. I have no idea, but I'm thankful he did. But then you've got this whole scenario here with Google, and I'm sure most of you saw my my video on this over on Geeks and Gamers. But if you didn't, and I think this is directly I think this is a direct response to Elon Musk's Twitter. I still don't know what to make of this, but this is an interesting story right here.
Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai announcing this big company reorganization in a new memo, consolidating teams to help develop AI products more quickly. But he also hinted at a new type of workplace culture for Google. Deirdre Bosa has the details in today's Tech Check. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Carl, good morning. So let me give you a bit of context. Google has really been the poster child of cuddly tech culture, kombucha on tap, masseuses on staff. That's the softer side of it. But also, for many years, it tolerated an openness for employees to bring social, political causes to work, mix ethics and business. Its founding mantra, even a biggest example of this, don't be evil. But we are increasingly seeing a tougher Google and a tougher Sundar Pichai at the top, necessitated perhaps by this increasingly competitive race in AI. Pichai just sent a note to employees outlining how he is going to streamline the business to simplify structure, improve velocity and execution. But the most interesting part of his memo that came at the end of it, he wrote, and I'm quoting him here, "This is a business, not a place to act in a way that disrupts coworkers or makes them feel unsafe, to attempt to use the company as a personal platform or fight over disruptive issues or debate politics." And guys, this was a not so big.
So now this is an interesting thing, because I understand that this is more about people, that this is about the pro-Palestine protest, and a bunch of these pro-Palestine people like went into the offices and disrupted the work environment and all of that. I get all of that and I understand why they are responding as a company from that perspective. But to take it to this level right here is what's far more interesting, and the fact that they are announcing a cultural shift at Google. Now, do I believe that that's actually going to happen? No, not at all. I'm questioning the fact that why are they even saying something like this? This is a very interesting dynamic right now, and I think that there's something far more devious going on behind the scenes when they come out with something like this, other than the fact of, oh, we're just want to get politics out. I don't necessarily believe that, but it's interesting language to say the least.
Politics. And guys, this was a not so veiled nod to what happened earlier this week. A group of Google employees, they staged a sit-in across a number of Google offices, including one literally inside of Cloud CEO Thomas Kurian's office at headquarters. They were protesting a more than $1 billion Israeli government cloud contract. But instead of hearing them out or dropping the contract like Google did back in 2018 with the Pentagon AI contract in response to employee blowback, Google instead nearly immediately fired nearly 30 of the employees involved in that sit-in. And Pichai's memo now underscoring this point that this is a business, i.e. don't bring your social causes to work. That is certainly a departure of the Google we've known for the last few decades.
Don't bring your social causes to work, says Google. Your fucking entire business is social causes and social justice bullshit, Google. Your entire company has been doing this. This is who you've been for years. This is who Google has been. And now suddenly to tell people not to do it? I ain't buying that, dude. I ain't buying that at all. I love the fact that the woke people have been, terminated, but I ain't buying that Google's just like, don't bring your politics to work. Oh, get the hell out of here, Google. But again, I look at something like this and I go, is that because of Elon Musk? Is this because of the shift that Elon Musk has created with Twitter? And I think that that's a very strong possibility. I think it's a very strong possibility. Let's see. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure says, earlier on Ripa's live stream, somebody in the chat tried to virtue signal about Israel-Palestine situation. Ripa went off on a classic rant. It was hilarious. That's good shit. Get Well Go Broke says, Andrew Schultz is right about the Daily Wire. Let's see. So, let's see. KCUF, the Daily Wire, and Ben Shapiro. D. Breezy says, sketchy pizza joint in Lodi, New Jersey. T&J Pizzeria. I like that we have the likes now on the super chats. That hasn't been a thing, but now I guess we do have the likes on the super chat, so that's good. FMJHP says, or just welcome to the Snake Pit. Thank you. McCawk says, let's see. FMK Alex, what is it? Alex Stein name? Michael Jordan, Vince McMahon. What? Dude, you gotta send more than that if you're gonna make me on camera, all right, answer a question like that. It's gotta be more than $2 okay? Get out of here with that. If I'm gonna be clipped saying something retarded, I expect a minimum of $50 to $100 super chat, okay? Get the hell out of here. You can't do that to me with $2. And it's been a light night in super chats, so I'm definitely gonna grift that shit. So that's my rule. It's my rule, all right? From now on, here's the rule, okay? I'm very aware of how the internet works. I'm very aware. So from now on, new rule, new CobraCast rule, all right? If you try to bring a Comicsgate clip out, minimum $50 super chat, okay? Because what happens is CG people will come in here and they'll send me like a $5 super chat so that I'll get clipped so they can put me on one of their clips channels. I know these things happen, okay? Every time I fucking respond, I'm like, all right, well, that's getting clipped, and then I'm going to get EFAP'd on it. I know how this works. $50 or I'm not giving you your fucking clip, okay? That's the new fucking rule, all right? There you go. McCock said, McCock for 50 says, do it big. God damn it. So now I got to do FMK of Alex Stein, Michael Jordan, and Vince McMahon? All right. I'm getting rid of Vince McMahon. Vince is gone. All right. I guess I'm going to marry Michael Jordan because he's a billionaire. All right. And Alex Stein does like to dress up like a woman. So I'll just go with that one. All right. God damn it. I'm not letting Vince McMahon shit on me. All right. I'm not doing it. All right. I appreciate what Vince McMahon did for the wrestling world. Okay. But I'm not letting Vince McMahon poop on me. So Vince has got to go. All right. Blabs the Tower Tard says Jeremy going full DSP. You're damn right. You're damn right. Vince has a bad track record lately. Solid choices. Thank you, Loki. Thank you. I mean, I thought that out pretty well. Thought that was pretty good. Marquad Z says, hey, Jeremy, just heard Dr. Steve Turley is going to be making a big announcement via live stream on YouTube tomorrow night. Don't know what time. Catch it sometime. I'll have to watch it after work. Yeah, I like Dr. Steve Turley. Dr. Steve Turley's cool. I like Steve Turley. So good stuff indeed. Brer says, Jeremy loves the BBC. You guys are a trip, man. Gerald Armstrong says, no, Jeremy, after he gets over $50 super chats. Thanks for the money, dummy. Hey, I was a man of my word. I answered the question, and I gave it some substance, all right? So I respected the $50 super chat, and I gave it some substance. But I'm going to give you all a reward for those that have not tuned in, okay? Because now we've got more people watching than before. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alec Baldwin. And Alec Baldwin's finger was in the chat, and he don't miss. Alec Baldwin was confronted at a coffee shop. And let's just say it's a good thing the man did not have a loaded weapon on him, or the results might have been slightly different.
Free Palestine one time. Why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time? No jail time, Alec? So sorry. No jail time, Alec. You're putting innocent people in jail, Alec Baldwin. I'm so sorry. Free Palestine, Alec, just one time, and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone, I swear. Just say Free Palestine one time. One time. One time.
Call the police.
One time, Alec. You know he's a criminal. You know he's a fucking criminal. Come on, Alec, just say Free Palestine one time. One time, just one time, please, and I'll leave you alone. Free Palestine. Fuck Israel, fuck Zionism. Please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Oh!
Alec,
Alec Baldwin with a sneak attack. Did you see that, bro? Okay, so there's a couple of things to break down in this video, okay? Alec Baldwin. This look right here is the look of a man who says, I wish I had a gun. That's a man who wishes he had a gun in his hand. And we would have a very, very different result if he did. Thank God he did not, okay? Now, this trick right here, this is the whole, like, gotcha, bitch. All right? Watch this shit, man. He's like, at this point, he's fed up. He's like, he's thinking about, he's like, I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to tell this person I'm not going to do it. They're not going to do it. So he's like, I'm going to pretend something, and then a sneak attack. Sneak attack.
please say it. One time.
Could you do me one quick favor?
Now, you might look at this video and think, these are the actions of a man that's a little unhinged. These are the actions of a man who probably would become very violent. These are the actions of a man that if he were ever, accused of doing anything, that the, court system and the jury or the judge, prosecution, they might actually want to look into his history to see if there's anything that would lead someone to believe that he would be a violent person. Yet, Alec Baldwin's walking free and Donald Trump is sitting in court every single day while he's running for president. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Makes a lot of sense. It's absolutely disgusting is what it is. It's truly disgusting that Donald Trump's in court and Alec Baldwin is just, Can do whatever he wants at this point. Disgusting. Now, Donald Trump did speak today. So we're going to hear Donald Trump's remarks. He did speak today. So let's listen in to hear what President Donald J. Trump had to say. Here we go.
These are all Biden trials. This is done as election interference. Everybody knows it. I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning. And it's very unfair. Fortunately, the poll numbers are very good. They've been going up because people understand what's going on. This is a witch hunt, and it's a shame. And it comes out of Washington. It's in coordination with Washington, everything, including the DA's office. It's in coordination with Washington. I just want people to understand that this is done for purposes of hurting the opponent of the worst president in the history of our country. Second of all, we have another trial going on right now. That's Letitia James. She campaigned on the fact that I will get Trump, I'm going to get Trump. And it has to do with a bond of $175 million. First of all, she doesn't want me to participate with financial companies in New York. So we have a company, I guess, based in California. It's a bonding company. And I put up $175 million in cash. But she says the bonding company's not good. She doesn't like the bonding company because she doesn't know if the collateral is good. And I put up $175 million in cash, and she's questioning the bonding company. Well, when you put up cash, and the number is 175, which is what we're supposed to be putting up, but I give it in cash, she shouldn't be complaining about the bonding company. The bonding company would be good for it because I put up the money. And I have plenty of money to put up, but nobody is going to be putting up with this. Nobody is going to be listening or coming to New York anymore. Businesses are going to be fleeing because people are treated so badly. It's got to be the most unfriendly place to do business, and that's why businesses are leaving and people are leaving as migrants come in and take over our parks and our schools and everything else. So on the Letitia James case, she's the worst attorney general in the country, by the way. On Letitia, and she...
I love how he throws it in there. On Letitia James' front, she's the worst attorney general in the country, by the way.
Keeps a lot of business out of New York, and businesses that are here are leaving. And that means jobs and a lot of revenue. Somebody's going to step in. The governor, somebody has to step in and do something because your businesses are fleeing. But on Letitia James, the money was put up. It's $175 million. And I don't think she's complaining about me for the first time ever. She's complaining about the company. But why would she be doing that when I put up the money? So I just want you to know that that's taking place in front of an extremely crazed judge who's the most overturned judge in New York State. He was overturned 4 or 5 times on that case alone. That's, you know who it is. I don't have to mention names. I want to be nice. I want to be very nice. But a thing like that and a thing like what's going on right here should never be happening. It's a very, very sad day in America. I can tell you that. Thank you very much.
It's such a power kind of picture because every time he does these, you've got all of these people in suits and ties just standing at attention while the man himself speaks to the media. And the entire kind of look of that is such a power look. It actually makes Trump look even more presidential by him being in this position. Every time he has to make these statements, you got all these people standing behind him, and no one's sitting there talking, giggling. They're not on their phones. They're standing there with respect that Donald Trump is speaking. Shut the fuck up and let the man talk. And it's actually good optics. Everything that they do backfires on them. Every single thing that they do. And on that front, I've got this video right here, okay? So Patrick Bet-David appeared on the Piers Morgan show, and Patrick Bet-David made a phenomenal statement about Donald Trump. A phenomenal statement that you've got to hear. You've got to hear this because I haven't really heard it put in this perspective. It's so good. So let's listen to this really quick.
A guy, we have very good conversations. He had you on. You crushed it when you were on last week or 2 weeks ago. And when he comes on to Ukraine, we'll have our own debates, and he'll always bring that up. And this is a moment as well that we got into a little bit. Go ahead and play this clip.
Giving Putin the land that he's taken and say he does that. And say that you're wrong about Putin. Say that it turns out he does have imperialistic ambitions beyond what people think he has. and that emboldened by America's retreat, not just there, but also Afghanistan and so on. He's watched how America's conducted itself on the foreign stage. Let's say he then does attack somewhere like Poland, which is a NATO country. What then?
Your face is hilarious.
Piers, you are smarter than this. You've been around, you've interviewed a lot of people. You know this world better than I do. You've talked to Trump many, many times. You have a relationship with him. It's actually a very entertaining relationship that's up and down, and then you go to Charlemagne the God and you defend him in a different way. I love your relationship with him. It's very fascinating, truly. But, Piers, you know Putin's not going to do shit to Poland if Trump's the president, because
that's it. It's exactly it. And Piers knows this. And again, the next part of what Patrick Bet-David says is phenomenal. All right. But Piers knows this. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that Trump is going to keep not only Putin in line, he's going to keep every fucking body in line. He's already done it once. He's already done it. Here we go.
When an alpha and an alpha get in a room and they negotiate, there's a fair level of respect and admiration for each other. We can look at case study. The great thing about what I love the 2024 elections for is the following. Here's why I love the case study of what we have today. I think it's going to be used for decades, if not centuries to come. And here's what the case study is. We can now officially, Piers, say we had 4 years of Trump administration, okay, to look at, and we have almost 4 years of Biden to look at. We can compare economy to economy, peace to peace, wars to wars, unemployment to unemployment. We can look at every single thing. And there is zero proof from those who are skeptical on your end, worried about the fact that Putin's going to attack Poland, that Trump would allow something like that to happen, because it never happened under his regime during the 4 years that was there. We feared ISIS. When's the last time you used the word ISIS? We feared, this guy went after Qasem Soleimani, who was supposed to be the number 2, number 3 guy in the world.
Now, this part right here is my favorite part of what Patrick Bet-David says. This is my favorite part right here. So listen in.
We feared, this guy went after Qasem Soleimani, who was supposed to be the number 2, number 3 guy in the world in Iran, and potentially was going to run Iran. And he was a leader of all these guys behind closed doors, all these proxy wars. You killed that guy? That's kind of like in the Mop family. You think about back in the days, you go and you kill Ben Siegel. You go kill you know, the main guys. That you don't do something like that. He did. That's what Trump did. Audacity, risk at the highest level. You went after a guy like that? I did. Everyone in the marketplace says, okay, guess what? You ever seen the movie American Gangster?
Yeah.
You know, with Denzel Washington? Yeah. You remember that scene when he's sitting at the cafeteria and he's sitting there with his cousins. Their cousins are just starting to realize that Frank Lucas has become a powerful guy. He sees a guy down the street. He says, he gets up, he walks out, goes to the guy, puts the hat down, he says, where's my 10%? The guy laughs at him. He takes him out. Cousins, everybody sees him. He comes back, sits down, wipes his hands, has the breakfast, and they start having a conversation together. Trump did that to Qasem Soleimani on a world stage.
Yeah! That is Trump right there. That is so fucking good. And again, if you've seen American Gangster, that scene he's talking about with Denzel, and isn't that Idris Elba? Idris Elba's the character that Denzel shoots in that scene, if I'm not mistaken. That is one of the best scenes ever. Denzel just walks out there. Where's my money? Dude, in front of everybody. Everybody is out there. He's like, laughs at him. He pulls his gun out, puts it in his head, blows his fucking head off. It's so good to hear Patrick Bet-David say that.
Cousins, everybody sees him. He comes back, sits down, wipes his hands, has the breakfast, and they start having a conversation together. Trump did that to Qasem Soleimani on a world stage. On the world stage.
Love that laugh.
Do you know what level of audacity that takes? Who has that kind of audacity? Not a lot of people. He did. That could have been risky, because to some of us, we're like, if Iran retaliates, you have the right to not retaliate. They took out your number 1 general. They didn't. Strength is one way to lead, and when America's strong, fortunately, the world is at peace. When America is not strong like we are today, the world is not at peace.
It's true.
Patrick Bet-David, always great to talk to you and hear your perspective. Thank you very much indeed.
Likewise. It's the problem we got today. Everybody feels bold to go and do whatever they want to do. So if you got a guy like that in the House, do you think that would be happening today if Trump was president? You think this is what's happening today?
No, it wouldn't be.
You brought up movies, and I think movies mimic reality so well. And when I think of Iran and I think of Israel right now, I think of that scene in Indiana Jones where the guy in the black is waving the sword around.
Just takes out
and
the gun.
Indiana Jones just looks at him because he's tired. Indiana Jones has been fighting and running away from bad guys. He's tired. He's sweaty. He just draws and
shoots him. Yeah.
And it was very quick. I mean, and that's what I feel like is right now. There's a lot of people that they call it saber rattling for a reason. It's like rattling the saber to remind people that you've got a sword. But then you have people that look at you and say, "Are you going to use that? You're not going to use that. You're not going to take."
Well, again, what's the tweet that Trump had? Hang on just a minute. Let me see if I can. Real Donald Trump. And there's that tweet that he had about. Let me see if I can find it. Like, this is what we need. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of leadership that America has to have right here. Here we go, right here. Let's see. So North Korean leader Kim Jong-un just stated that the nuclear button is on his desk at all times. Will someone from his depleted and food-starved regime please inform him that I too have a nuclear button, but it is much bigger and more powerful one than his, and my button works. That is a president right there, okay? That is a president that we need. That is the president that we have to have. This is in 2018. All right? That is a badass mofo right there. All right? Like, it doesn't get more badass than that. That is a gangster move right there from Trump. Holy shit. It's the greatest tweet ever. And that's what we need. And, it's sad that we have a pathetic buffoon like Biden who is in office right now. It's sad, but it's the reality we have. But November, everything changes. Return of the MAGA King changes everything. Changes everything. Why is that not popping up for me? There we go. All right, we got Linko Kenobi for 50 says, "What's up, Jeremy? Love your channel. I'm at work right now watching you MAGA Trump 2024. Fuck Mark Hamill. Fuck Alec Baldwin. Trump will triumph. I gotta go back to work. Looking forward to Mario Kart. Here's something for the Snake Pit. Hail the 199. Thank you, Linko Kenobi. Appreciate you. Yes, Mario Kart returns tonight. Little over an hour on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. So I will be joining them. That's why I'm streaming a little earlier than normal tonight. Magna Defender 98 says, "Don't know if it's just me, but it annoys me that my coworkers still talk about the COOF in 2024. When the fuck will they ever let it go? I live my life like COOF is 100% over, but stupidity is permanent." Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I still see people walking around with masks, and I live in Florida, and I still see people walking around with masks. I'm going, what is wrong with you? Like, I truly don't understand it. I don't understand how someone can be so controlled by the mainstream. I really don't. If you are a person my age or younger, hell, even if you're slightly older than me, and you have no health problems, and you're walking around with a mask, you are fucking retarded. You are just absolutely retarded. There's no excuse for it. There's just none. I don't understand it. And now, and I will say that there might be a small percentage of people, very, very, very small percentage of people that prior to the COOF, they wore masks for various amount of reasons. And if those people are still wearing masks, I couldn't judge them if they wore it before. I'm saying if you're wearing a mask simply because the government told you to, you are fucking retarded. You seriously are retarded. If that's why you're wearing it because the government told you to, you are retarded. Not if you just choose to wear it just because you wanted to. But if you're doing it because the government told you to and you still think that there's something out there, you are insane. It's unbelievable, man. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot says, "Got out early because a juror had a dentist appointment." Yeah, that's kind of weird. McCawk says, "Pimp on a blimp is kind of cute and it's not gay if the balls don't touch." God. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you. Lord Bothus is pew-pewing someone is like a bad toupee. Once everyone finds out about it, it's all you'll ever think about when you see them. Coop says, can you show the MCU fan and Krista hug? Can someone tag that on Twitter? And I can, if you can tag me on Twitter with it, I can look and see if I can find it. Or just DM me on Twitter. The Exalted Patriarch says, peak figotry, Alex Stein won't wreck your beehole like Jordan. You see what you started, McCawk? You see what you've started. Why do I deserve this? Cellular Dream says, Jeremy is gay and a fig. What did I do to deserve this? I didn't do anything to deserve this, all right? Let's see, over on Rumble, Mod Eric says, what do you think, let's see, of them pushing through the Patriot extension and adding it to the, with more mandatory spying every place that has Wi-Fi, and every company must turn over everything, no questions asked. I haven't heard anything about that, but I'll have to look into it. But shout out to the Patriot Act and George W. Bush. But according to Jeremy Boring, I'm not allowed to question anything George W. Bush ever did, because according to the Daily Wire and Jeremy Boring, George W. Bush is the single greatest president that has ever lived, and he is perfect in every way, and we can never question George W. Bush at all. Vault 95 Services Superior 199 cast is live, hoping Epic Mike and Jay can return on Friday. Was a super fun show. Scanning in with the code DuragTrump. Let's go. Mod Eric says France just moved in troops into Ukraine. When they surrender, NATO will have nothing to do. Yeah, I saw that there was some kind of panic the other day too with something in Russia. I saw that, like, to the Kremlin, they were panicking and rushing to the Kremlin. Real Smile Bit over on Kick just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Real Smile Bit in the house. How you doing, Real Smile Bit? I know I haven't been doing a lot of gaming streams, and so Real Smile Bit's been probably wanting to give us some challenges. I just haven't been doing many gaming streams. And on top of that, like, God, man, it's so weird. Like, Fortnite put this fucking retarded ass this tweet out today. It's pathetic. Fortnite put this tweet out today. We want emojis to be a source of good vibes, but a few can sometimes feel a bit overly confrontational. Tomorrow's update will introduce a new confrontational emotes setting to toggle visibility on these emotes. This is what I responded with. I responded with this.
Shut your bitch ass up. Get the fuck up, you nasty bitch. Nobody gives a shit.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Boy, if you don't shut your
It's so gay, dude. God. And then you got Call of Duty, like, with some weird lizard man or something, or I don't know if it's a velociraptor. I have no idea. Call of Duty has, like, velociraptors running around now. Like, you can play as a velociraptor or some shit like that. Like, it's just crazy, man. I have no idea how. And Fortnite, even Fortnite, big Fortnite fans are, like, crushing them, all right? Like, in the comments. Like, even the big Fortnite kind of streamers are like, what the fuck are you guys on about? This is insane. Yeah, I mean, it's wild, the amount of shit going on these days. But I will get back on the gaming grind soon. It's just been it's been a lot. It's been a lot with the traveling and everything like that. But I'm looking forward to getting back in the grind and hanging out with a lot of you. Somebody said something about Helldivers 2, and yes, I will be. Helldivers is on the list. So there's just, I've been playing a lot of Mega Man lately. Like OG Mega Man games. I love Mega Man. And it's been fun to kind of play those games again. Cellular Dream says, I truly appreciate your gayness, Jeremy. Well, thank you. Magna Defender says, MCU fan is super important, manly person, 199. Josie says, a wise man once says, who wears a mask alone in a car wears condoms alone in bed. Cheers, y'all. That's really good, actually. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, again, I've seen it. Like, if there's few things in life that makes me as mad as looking over and seeing a grown-ass man in a car all by himself wearing a fucking mask. It is truly, truly infuriating to see this. Like, I just can't believe that anybody is that weak. All right. Here's the, here we go. Here's MCU fan hugging. This is Dom who says, unfortunately, this guy is my brother.
Oh, he's down there? Okay, he's down there. All right, here we go. Well, this is what you guys wanted. We have MCU fan and Miss Krista Nova. We got a $10 to, oh, here we go. Hello, my name is Simpy. Hello, UCM NAF. All right.
We're supposed to give you a hug.
We're supposed to get a hug for your birthday. Happy birthday!
Simpy!
He did it.
There you go. All right. You ruined my hat.
Of course.
It's like the stepbrothers hug. It's like
we're supposed to get, all right. We're supposed to get a hug for your birthday.
It's like the stepbrothers hug.
Hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Simpy!
He did it.
There you go. All right.
Of course he did. He's a bitter ex-wife.
Yeah, but wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to MCU fan.
Simpy.
Oh man, it's so fun. MCU fan. I met MCU fan. How long ago has it been now? It was actually awesome. So we met MCU fan and Dom at Universal Studios a while back. It's been a while, and MCU fan, met everybody, but Ryan was there, and Ryan was kind of like off to the side. We're like, "Hey, there's Ryan. You want to meet Ryan?" He goes, "No." He just was like, "No, I don't want to meet Ryan." Just like Ryan's like, "Ah, fuck you too." It was so funny. Yeah, he just was like, "Nah, I don't want to meet Ryan. I have absolutely no desire to meet Ryan whatsoever." So, A. Shinigami says, Jeremy the Big Fig on a rig got hit by a pig in the Nige. Okay, what else rhymes with fig? Stay strong. You are gay. Love ya. Whew. I had to be careful with that one. Marquard Z says, if you ever see someone walking around double masked, just smile, wave, and walk away. They are so lost, they will thank you for social distancing. That is true. If somebody... It's depressing to know that people are still wearing masks. It really is, but whatever. Dean H says, worst yet, if that guy in the mask has an electric car. Happy 1 year to me. Been a great year. Keep going, Jeremy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, again, what was it? Wasn't LeBron James driving around LeBron, if I'm not mistaken, LeBron James mask in car, right? Wasn't LeBron James wearing a mask? Yeah, look at, oh my God, what an idiot, dude. What an idiot. Look at this idiot. Open in, oh my God. LeBron James, hang on. That's LeBron James driving around in his car with the top down, wearing a mask. Oh my God. How much of a loser do you have to be? God. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. Oh my God. LeBron James, what an absolute loser. What an absolute loser. Yeah, so LeBron is a pathetic beta male who has no real opinions of his own and drives around in his convertible with a mask on. Good Lord. How unbelievable. Let's see here. Where are we at now? I'm trying to catch up on. There was one more topic that I was looking for in my bookmarks to see if I was going to cover. I'm trying to find it right now. Disco Cobra for 50. What's up, Disco Cobra? Let's see. If you had to vote on who the most legendary individual in Geeks Gamers is, who would it be? I would say Jeremy. He is the head honcho, but maybe Jay because he gets memed the most. I'll do one better. Who is the gayest of them all? Chat, you decide. All right, so I'm gonna read that one more time for everybody. If you had one vote on who the most legendary individual in Geeks and Gamers is, who would it be? And then Disco Cobra says, I would say Jeremy because he's the head honcho, but maybe Jay because he gets memed the most. I'll do one better. Who is the gayest of them all? Chat, you decide. There we go. So chat, you decide. I will let you guys decide on that. Let's see. Cam Man says that hug was such an embarrassment. Why was he trying to hug Krista like she was a beach ball? It was so bad. I think we should see it again. Chat, do you want to see it again? Do you want to see it again? Jupiter Knight says, LeBron James masking up to hide the PEDs he used. Absolutely. Chat's going crazy with answers right now. You guys are mad lads. Thank you again, Disco Cobra. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. It's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of BK Outpost in the chat. Beardo's Nemesis, John Mario says, Jeremy, put on the video of Biden talking about the F Joe Biden signs and the little kid giving him the finger. I actually have that bookmarked. Let me see if I can find that really quickly. That one's actually funny as hell. Let's see. I think I've got it right here. Yeah, so Joe Biden was... Joe Biden has no idea where he's at. He has no idea what's going on. He has no idea what planet he's on. Here it is right here. Okay. I seriously was like, is this real? Is this real? Is this video real? I thought it was memed. I really did. Because I'm like, there's no way this is real. But it is. Here we go.
I've never thought I'd see a time when I'm going through a neighborhood or a rural town in the West or something and see big signs that have a Trump sign in the middle that says F Biden and having a little kid standing with his middle finger, 7 years old, 8 years old. Well, I promise it happens all the time.
So I responded with that, fuck Joe Biden, let's go. Stone Cold said so, baby. I can't believe how clueless this man is.
I've never thought I'd see a time when I'm going through a neighborhood or a rural town in the West or something and see big signs that have a Trump sign in the middle that says F Biden and having a little kid standing with his middle finger, 7 years old, 8 years old. Well, I promise it happens all the time.
Holy shit. Oh, we are doomed. That man right there is in charge. Well, I know he's not really in charge, but that's who they're trying to make you think is in charge of everything. All right? That guy right there. You know what's interesting here? And again, I saw this. I don't know how much we can take from this, okay? But interactive polls, all right? Look at this. The fall of Ron DeSantis is absolutely amazing. Interactive polls here, Q1 2024, approve, disapprove. All right? Ron DeSantis is all the way down in 45th place. Ron DeSantis is the 45th most popular governor in the country. Are you kidding me? And that's from this list right here. That is wild. The fall of Ron DeSantis is truly something that I don't know if we're ever going to fully grasp. Ron DeSantis went from being the most popular governor in the country and the obvious choice to succeed President Trump after 2028. And he has fallen so far that it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible to comprehend how far he's fallen. But this is what happens when you have the Daily Wire shills, when you have a bunch of rhinos, and when you say that your hero is George H.W. Bush. That's what he said. That's what Ron DeSantis said, that his hero was George H.W. Bush. And he has gone, and here's another thing. This is where it got really bad for DeSantis. And since he dropped out of the presidential race, he has gone completely silent on supporting Trump. He's gone completely silent on supporting Trump. And you know he's not supporting Trump. Like, I honestly think DeSantis won't support Trump at all. And his career, his political career is over. It's done. It's over. DeSantis had everything lined up for him to become the president of the United States in 2028. And it's over for him. He will never recover from this. He will never recover from stabbing President Trump in the back. He will never recover from what he has done. It's amazing. It really is. Let's see. We got Doug B. Doug B on Rumble for $75. Says, Jeremy, do you have the clip from the live stream where MCU fan gives Krista her present? If not, you can just play the love hug again. Simpy loves watching it. Hi, MCU fan. The clip from the live stream where MCU fan gives Krista her present. I don't think I've seen that one. Cam Man, do you have that one? If you can DM me that one. I don't know if I've seen that one, to be honest. So yeah, Cam Man, you can send that one to me if you want, and I will gladly play that. Thank you, Doug freaking B, for $75. Insane, bro. Thank you so much. All right, we've got Disco Cobra for another 20. So there's another note when it comes to wrestling in its current state. We need a dedicated stream or videos on current WWE. Rhea Ripley is being devastated and had to lay down the title. It seemed pretty intense what happened to her. Yeah, I mean, I truly am plugged into wrestling again. I have not had a chance to watch that match last night with Bryan Danielson. I was going to call him Bryan Danielson. But I heard that's one of the great matches of the past several years. I've got it bookmarked, so I'm going to be watching it, but I have not had a chance to check it out yet. I am all in on wrestling right now. I'm really plugged into wrestling more than I have been in a long time. I think the D-Day Cobra 199 channel will be the right place to do it. It's just a matter of trying to find the time to get all of it together. But yeah, wrestling's great right now. It really is. And speaking of great, my boy, Legalize Adulthood in the house with a proper 199. A proper 199. We like proper 199s around here. And also drops 20 gifted memberships. Legalize Adulthood. Says, oh boy, here we go. Legalize Adulthood says, I've got Dave Rubin on the other line. He keeps wanting to meet this Tushy James guy. And I have to keep explaining to him it's not a guy. It's a woman named Letitia James. That's what happens when you let the little head do the thinking. Trump 2024, baby. Dave Rubin's another one, man. Dave Rubin's another one. Like, just went all in on the DeSantis nonsense. And, yeah. And you see where that got you. It was never going to work out in your favor at all. It just wasn't. It was never going to work out in your favor. And I don't know why DeSantis seemed to think that was going to work. But, hey, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro, Jeremy Boring, even like the Clay Travises of the world, they were all in on Ron DeSantis. All in. And it didn't work out too well. Cam Man, do you have that clip? If not, then I can. I'll just play the hug again. But if you have I don't know where this clip is of like something to do with the gift he gave her. So I don't think I've seen that one at all. Look at what Salty says. I think Alec Baldwin just killed another woman. How does he keep getting away with it? Alec Baldwin, don't miss, boys. Alec Baldwin's finger, don't miss. Yes, and Legalize Adulthood. It was awesome hanging out with Legalize Adulthood in Vegas. great to meet you. Great talking to you and things like that, man. And appreciate the support so damn much. You have no idea. It's insane how much support Legalized Adulthood gives Geeks and Gamers, the Snake Pit, and all. So thank you so much, man. I don't know if I can play this, and I want to so bad. I don't know if I'm going to try. I cannot play all of it. All right? I cannot play all of this. I know for a fact I can't play all of this because I will get hit. All right? I'm going to try to play a little bit because the GOAT is the GOAT, okay? So I'm going to try to play a little bit, but I can't play it much. Here we go.
Join me at Donald Trump's House of Wings.
You know our wings. If you guys have not seen this video, it is the greatest thing ever. All right? If you have not seen it, it is the best thing ever. It's so good. SNL used to be great, used to be awesome, and this clip is so good.
We'll make you happy. Trophy, you know our wings. We'll fill you up. Just if you want to play with awesome chicken wings, yeah. Donald Trump's House of Wings.
So anyway, that's all I'm going to play. I'll play 20 seconds. I hope I don't get clipped. Dom Luker has this. So if you guys want to go watch the full thing, it's right here. And yes, exactly. This sketch is still missing from all of SNL's DVDs and streams. So I hope they do not. I hope they don't hit me for this. I really don't. They may hit me for this. I may honestly have to take this out because they will probably hit me for it. But yeah, man. If ever,
Jeremy, you gotta do the hug again because the gifting was off cam.
The what?
Off the hug.
Oh,
the gift giving was off cam.
Oh, okay. The gift was off cam.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. All right. So we will just play the hug again for you. And let's see. Make sure I'm not in trouble right now with copyright right now. Nothing yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna have to keep an eye. On that because, yeah, SNL will hit your ass. And, of course, they don't want to show that they were ever affiliated with Donald Trump, all right? Can't do that. But, yeah, let's play the hug again really quick. Here we go.
Oh, he's down there? Okay, he's down there. All right, here we go. Well, this is what you guys wanted. We have MCU fan and Miss Krista Nova. We got a $10. Oh, here we go. Hello, my name is Simpy. Hello, UCM NAF. All right.
We're supposed to give you a hug.
We're supposed to get a hug for your birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Simpy!
He did it.
There you go. All right.
You ruined my hat.
Of course he did.
What? Look at, like...
We're supposed to get a hug for your birthday.
It's like... It's like Titanic, man. It's like he's doing the Titanic thing. You know? Like he just puts his arms way out.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Simpy!
He did it.
There you go. All right.
You ruined my hat.
Of course he did. He's a bitter ex-wife. Happy birthday to MCU fan.
Simpy.
Come on, let's get some happy birthdays to MCU fan. Happy birthday to Simpy.
I'm gonna post it later.
Thanks for all the birthday wishes.
Yeah, everyone's gonna want to check. So I'm gonna post it later, but Simpy did get me a gift. And he came to visit me. Yeah.
No gift.
Yeah, he keeps denying it, but it's true. I'm gonna post it later.
I didn't get a gift.
You can't deny, yes, Simpy.
Simp.
Everyone say
There you go.
Oh man, you guys are the best. The chat is the best. I love the Geeks and Gamers chats, the Snake Pit chat. You guys are the best. I appreciate each and every one of you. Honestly, MCU fan has been just fantastic in terms of like the chat. Like I swear, when MCU fans first started showing up in Geeks and Gamers chats, I fell for the troll because I was like, this dude hates our guts. So. It's good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. So I appreciate it. that hug was awkward as fuck. That hug was very, very awkward. Let's just say. Legalize Adulthood says Clay Travis keeps running down Trump in a low burn sort of way on the talk show, and it's getting really old. Yeah, and that's what's aggravating because, like, I've always been a huge Clay Travis fan. I've always liked Clay Travis. I've always appreciated Clay Travis. And yeah, his whole DeSantis anti-Trump nonsense has been a huge turnoff. I've been listening to Clay Travis for a long, long time, back during like the Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports Radio and all of that. I've been listening to Clay Travis forever. But yeah, the anti-Trump stuff is just bad. It's really, really bad. Let's see. Alden the Blue says DeSantis could have focused on reining in investment firms instead of campaigning across America. That BS seriously set Florida back. 1,000%, man. DeSantis will go down as probably one of the biggest disasters in political history because he had everything going for him. He had everything going for him. And yeah, it just screwed it all up. So, Lee Kramer says, Jeremy, MCU fan, wants to see the hug again. Munchie Ninja says, will Sleepy Joe finally become self-aware? Oh, wait, he isn't even aware he's the president. Trump is my ninja. Whew. Whew. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Beardo's Nemesis John Morrow says, Jeremy, put on the video of Biden. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Why is my computer, like... Everything's, well, YouTube specifically is going slow. Briar says, pretend says his balls finally dropped. Eric K says, MCU fan, you owe Krista a new hat. Yeah, MCU fan, why would you do that? Thomas M says, thanks for all the gifted memberships. Geeks and Gamers is a great crew. Hope to meet you all one day or someday, so I'll have an awkward hug with each of you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And again, thank you, Legalize Adulthood, for those 20 gifted memberships. B. Carswell says, Dan Bass could show up in Florida on a homemade raft and be more popular, a more popular governor. How the mighty have fallen. I used to love DeSantis. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I don't really understand, how this happened, but this is what happens when you let people get in your, head and think you are bigger than you are. The Sean 2 says, Jeremy, do you still have your shades? If so, shades Cobra. Can you roast like an old school Call of Duty lobby? Hope that doesn't get banned. Do I still have my shades? Well, I did the video. Yeah, well, I have a lot of sunglasses, all right? I collect sunglasses. Now, the white sunglasses that I typically wear, I cannot see the screen when I wear those. But I rocked these the other night on my my Sweet Baby Ink video. All right. So I got these shades right here. All right. And these were the celebration shades for Sweet Baby Ink getting crushed. But anyway, can you roast like an old school Call of Duty lobby? Hope that doesn't get banned. Well, I mean, Sean, look, at the end of the day, you're sitting down, probably with your dick in your hand. You're probably begging for my attention. And the most movement your penis has gotten in the past 3 years is me saying your name. All right. And now you're actually spending money to have me roast you. How pathetic are you? Hopefully this helps you get your nut, as pathetic as that is. There you go. Does that work for you? Does that work for you? I hope you meant towards you, Sean. I don't know if you meant towards you or not. I hope so. I don't know if you meant I was supposed to roast you or not, but my apologies if you didn't mean you. Yeah, so I probably have like 50 pairs of shades. But these I can actually see very good, like on screen. I can see these very good. So yeah, we'll rock these for a little while. But yeah, my white sunglasses that I famously have had forever, I can't, when I put those on, I cannot see shit on my computer screen. So let's see. Eric K says, oh, I got that one. And I've got to wrap this up here in like 10 minutes because we have Mario Kart tonight. All right, Mario Kart tonight. And yeah, so somebody says Jeremy made a video. Bro, I've been making a lot of videos. I've been making a ton of videos, actually. As a matter of fact, look how good my video is doing over on Geeks and Gamers. My most recent upload over on Geeks and Gamers, Look how well it's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. My most recent video is desktop. Look at my most recent video. 112,000 views in 18 hours. 112,000 views in 18 hours. Not too bad, okay? I'm pretty happy with that. And the fact is I uploaded 2 different videos. So this is a video. So I went like full on. I had the hoodie up and everything. I was like, celebration shades, let's go. Sweet Baby Inc. getting their asses kicked. And I'm okay with that. So that was the whole point of that video. And everybody liked me rocking the shades. I was like, I was just doing it as like a joke, but it got 112,000 views. So I'm okay with that. But big shout out to Nerd Wars, who's been editing a lot of our stuff, or my stuff, and those videos have been doing really well. So I'm happy with the progress of the Geeks and Gamers channel, and it's been good. It's been really, really good. All right, let me catch up. And of course, we have Mario Kart tonight over on Geeks and Gamers Play. Munchie Ninja for 20 says 3 out of 10 roast, no gamer words. Hey, Munchie Ninja, you will always be the person that made me drop the N-word on a stream. And you know what? I gotta be serious for a minute, okay? I gotta be serious for a minute. So let me be serious, because you know, I made a mistake a few months ago, and you know, I accidentally said the N-word on a stream, and I just want everyone to know, my friends, my family, my coworkers, my colleagues, my fans, all my supporters, I just want you all to know that I don't apologize for shit. Fuck you and your feelings. I will never apologize. I don't give a damn if it upsets you. We don't apologize here at the Snake Pit. Nobody gives a damn, all right? We're putting the hoodie back up, all right? We don't care, all right? We say gamer words here, all right? I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, I've never said that word before in my life. Motherfucker, I listened to Tupac. I listened to Too Short, okay? I listened to Eric B. and Rakim back in the day, all right? I've listened to gangsta rap back when it was actually gangsta rap, okay? Not all this pussified stuff, all right? I've been in modern warfare lobbies, okay? So I'm not going to sit here and bullshit. I've never said that word before. Fuck off, all right? We don't apologize for shit. Unless you actually mean it. So I'm not going to give you a bullshit apology. But anyway, all right, so that'll probably get me in more trouble. Thizzle13 says, can't believe with this long political journey through every twist and turn, such as knives stuck in our backs from Mike Johnson to the DOJ, that you have remained aligned with the best stances. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, look, ultimately my true... Jeremy won't say figget. Well, not on stream I won't. But I will say, in all honesty, all right? So I have kind of trained myself for the past 5 years to slowly stop saying that word. And now because of Melanie Mack, I say it now more than I probably ever have, even though I don't do it on stream. I say that word all the time now, especially in traffic, especially driving, and I'm blaming Melanie Mack for that specifically. Melanie Mack has made that word so prominent that I just say it all the time now. Like, because I don't want to slip up and say like something's going to get me clipped or get me in trouble or some shit like that, okay? So I've trained myself to not say it, and now because of Melanie Mack, I say it now more than ever. So it is what it is. But look, let's be real. Let's be real. I'm speaking personally, and I think I can speak for most people. 9 times out of 10, when I use that word, it has nothing to do with gay people. It has nothing to do with gay people. And it has nothing to do with gay people, like at all. It just means lame. It just means that something's dumb or lame or stupid. And everybody that has played a video game or played a sport or had friends in real life knows that. All right. PJ says your gifts are on the way. Thanks, Mod Eric. Thank you, PJ. And it was great meeting you in Vegas, PJ. Really appreciate you. And let's see. AD Victorium says that Helldivers win. Democracy needs saving. I know I need to get back on games. I really do. Blabs the Tower Tard says, how much for the vest? What vest? Am I missing something there? Great Thing says, hail Melanie Mac. Objectively a Cat says, did you see Trump shaking hands with the Polish president? Unlike most of NATO, Poland says pays its fair share. Yeah, he's been meeting with a lot of world leaders. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, Biden is thinking he can change the kid Trump supporters' minds if they get sniffed by Biden. Thizzle says, thanks for also being so fucking unapologetic. Hail the 199. Absolutely. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, missed one of those super chats. Ya fig. Did I? I thought I got yours. And Marquad Z says, did anyone tell Alec Baldwin's latest victim that God's chosen people are disproportionately represented in Hollywood? No, didn't think so. Yeah, man, Alec Baldwin's good. That video is bad. It really is. That one guy says, call Beardo and tell him he sucks at Helldivers. I can't do that for a member message. Come on, Beardo's worth at least $2. Can't do Beardo like that. We can't do Beardo like that. But yeah, deflect for 50. See, it's honestly, these glasses make it really fucking easy to see everything. Deflect says, so I recently did a replay through Morrowind, a game I haven't played in over 20 years. Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Went into a random dungeon and some dark elf, Dunmer, drew her weapon and screamed, you, Inwa. I was like, whoa, dude, with the hard wah. Dude, we are in such a weird time right now that I feel like I had to be careful too, because like, wait a minute, I don't want to say that. What the hell is no. There's no way. Are you motherfuckers paying Jay to call me during my stream? Hello?
Don't be mad, but somebody PayPal'd me $100 to say you're gay.
You PayPal'd somebody else during my stream to call me gay. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's okay though. That's okay. It's okay. We'll see how that promotion goes for Achromatic Chronicles Green. All right? Yeah, we'll see about that. All right? We'll see how happy Ripa is when I don't promote Achromatic Chronicles Green when it comes out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. Fucking bullshit. Larry with the 199. That one guy says 2 is fair, but I'll do 5. $5 for Beardo? Like, I've got to end this here in like literally just a minute, but $5 for Beardo? I mean, you know what? Fuck it. The fact that somebody else made all this money off of me and all I can get is, you know what? I'm going to cuss Beardo out for it. I'm going to cuss Beardo out for this. Hang on. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. He better answer. He better fucking answer. This loser's not gonna answer. What the this loser doesn't even answer. What a pathetic piece of garbage. Beardo doesn't even answer. You know what? I'm going to fire him. Darth Racer, Jeremy, I think you've been told wrong about Clay. I listen to Clay and Buck show quite a bit, and Clay always defends Trump against the mob. He'll be voting for him. This conservative infighting gets tiring. Well, no, I get that, but he was 100% pro DeSantis, 1,000%, and very dismissive of Trump. I know that Trump is voting for, I know he's voting for Trump, just like Ben Shapiro's voting for Trump, just like Dave Rubin's going to vote for Trump, just like Jeremy Boring's going to vote for Trump. But it's about them not actually showing the support that they should be showing, because you can tell that there's like something that bothers them that it's not DeSantis. But again, I like Clay. I've been listening to Clay Travis for over 10, I don't know, maybe 10 years. I've been a fan of Clay Travis for a long time. So it's probably unfair for me to put him in the complete camp of like the Dave Rubins and the Ben Shapiros and all of that. And I do agree with you from the standpoint of conservative infighting. And what have I said? All I care about is Trump getting reelected. That's all I care about. I don't care about differences of opinions or whatever. Legalized adults says that's what you call fake and gay. Yeah, man. Beardo can't even answer the phone. What a loser. Larry with the 99 cent. Drunk 3PO says, here's your cut. $5? Holy shit. We are doomed. We are doomed. I've lost it. I've lost the battle. Unicycle Peon says, NY is dark elvish for outsider, used as an insult. That one's going to trip me up at some point during a stream. I know that. That one's definitely going to trip me up. No doubt. Let me see. Anon says, I would call Jeremy and call him gay for $5. Is my value that low? Oh, look who decides to call back. Oh, look who can answer the fucking phone.
Dude, I was streaming.
I don't give a fuck. Somebody paid me good money to call you.
Oh, who was it? Motherfucking John Morrow, that bitch?
No, I got a whole $5.
Oh, $5. I should hang up on you right now.
I got $5 to call you gay. Go fuck yourself. All right, that was good. That was good. That's a good way to end it right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good way. Eric, are we completely caught up on everything? I'm sorry, Eric. Jed, are we caught up on everything? Jed.
We are.
We are? Okay, so we are looking good. I am trying to, let's see, let me get the redirect going right here. So we're gonna raid the Geeks and Gamers Play stream, and Mario Kart returns tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna stream over there on Geeks and Gamers Play. I hope the Snake Pit will join us over there. I'm looking forward. I haven't played Mario Kart in forever, so it's going to be awesome. But thank you to everybody who made this stream. Look at that. Jay's got 34 likes on his $5 super chat telling me there's my cut. Spirian with the $3. Thank you, Spirian. Appreciate you. Yeah, we'll see you guys over there for Mario Kart over on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. I hope you guys enjoyed CobraCast 199. And of course, don't forget, go to Meta PCs, use the promo code 199 and get yourself a discount. Also, go over to 221B Tactical. 221B Tactical, use the promo code 199, get you 10% off everything on the site. And a big cut of the sale goes back to Geeks and Gamers. 221B is taking very good care of us. So Meta PCs and 221B Tactical, promo code 199. You will be supporting us if you go over there and get something. In terms of 221B, if you guys are into 2A, if you're into anything like that, you're probably going to find some really cool stuff over there. And, of course, Meta PCs, you can get yourself a computer. So, all right, guys, thank you so very much. We really appreciate it. We'll be playing some Mario Kart. I'm going to leave you all with Sabaton, as always, and I'll see you over on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel here in about 25 minutes. Love you all. Have a great night, Trump 2024, and we will talk to you later.
All embrace me. It's my time to rule at last. victory. No man alive or dead commands me. I answer to the Lord. Hear my orders, question me and die. What I say was said in heaven, and so it shall be done. I know I was destined to rule alone. All for myself I have claimed the throne, born to rule. My time is now. I was chosen by heaven. Say my name when you pray to the sky. Seek our rollers rise. With the Lord my protector. Make them bow to my will. To the sky. Seek our rollers rise. To the sky. Seek our rollers rise.
All right, guys, I'll see you over on Geeks and Gamers Play for Mario Kart. This stream's going to end. It will raid, so carry that discussion over there. Looking forward to hearing from all of you. We'll see you in about 20 minutes over there. Talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.